Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And before you get ahead of yourselves, your SummerSlam review will be coming up. SummerSlam's tonight. I'm excited. SummerSlam, the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. It's tonight, motherfuckers. But wait a minute. Let's talk about something completely unrelated. TNA. Motherfuckers. So TNA had a couple of good shows. A couple of decent shows. The Hardys. The Dudleys. We had Dixie Carter being put through a table. We had exciting, memorable moments. And TNA's getting canceled. Well, the thing is, a lot of people think that I hate on TNA because I'm a WWE fanboy, and this is not the truth. You see, I haven't been a WWE fanboy ever. You see, even when WCW was in business, I always switched back and forth between the two. I watched ECW, WCW, WWE. I watched all of them. And TNA I have watched since the motherfucking beginning. Since they had the Flying Elvises, Vince Russo coming out of nowhere. When AJ Styles and Vince Russo were together, we had AJ Styles versus Dusty Rhodes in main events. I had been supporting $10 pay-per-views from the very motherfucking beginning. So TNA fanboys, they like to come at me saying that I'm a hater. I hate TNA. And here's the thing. I do hate TNA. I think it's a fucking horrible ass company. But I don't hate on it for no reason. People just think I come out here in the YWC. I try to be funny. People are like, oh, he's the guy who thinks that everything sucks. No. I come on here and I mostly talk about things that suck is because this is a place to vent my anger. Because you see, in the real world, I don't know how you people handle your anger. You can't just go around grabbing people by their shirt collars and going, oh! You gotta find a safe outlet to express your anger. And YouTube is the one for me. So, YouTube, I make a video here. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody's mother gets raped. Nobody gets shot. Nobody gets stabbed. At the end of the day, it's just a video about me talking negatively about wrestling. And people get all bent out of shape is because they are a fan and they don't like hearing bad things about something they like. And I could understand that. You have a girlfriend. She's fucking ugly as shit. Nobody except her. Your family even tells her tells you that she's ugly. She looks like a fucking octopus or whatever. All your friends tell you the same thing. And so if I come on here and I happen to know what your girlfriend looks like and I make a video about your girlfriend saying about how fucking ugly she is, you're not going to like that I'm expressing the truth. Well, that's what I do here about TNA. I'm pretty much the fanboys. TNA is their girlfriend, and I'm coming here on YouTube, and I'm telling you that your girlfriend is ugly. I'm telling you that your girlfriend sucks. I'm telling you that your girlfriend might have a fucking penis. So then I'm just coming here, and I'm just speaking at you, motherfuckers. That's all I'm doing here. Now, you don't think that I want TNA to do well. Why would I want something to suck? How much sense would that make? I want everything to suck. Everything. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, especially since WWE has gotten lazy because they don't have any valid competition. Now, there's some people, that say that TNA has always been competition, but we always knew those arguments were fucking bullshit. How could a program that struggles to get 1 million views per week even be considered to be competition for a show that sometimes gets well over 3 million. See what I'm saying there, motherfucker? You can't make that argument anymore because the show is probably going to get canceled. And if they want to stay on Spike TV, they're going to have to lose a lot of money. They're going to have to get paid a lot less by Spike to be on there. They're going to lose a lot of fucking money. They might even have to pay to be on there. Who the fuck knows? I don't know how it works. You know, I'm not a business major. I never claimed to be. But, you know, regardless, you know, TNA is going to lose money from, you know, the current events that are going on. Now, of course I want TNA to do well. If TNA somehow managed to be valid competition in the way that WCW was for WWE many a year ago, then maybe WWE would fucking kick it up a notch. Because you see, even though WWE lost $750 million, they still don't have any competition. They are the only major wrestling promotion in the world, in the U.S., whatever, because people will argue New Japan, so I'll avoid those arguments right now by saying U.S. TNA has never been a major wrestling promotion. They are the minor leagues by far. Just a bunch of WWE rejects. Look at their motherfucking world champion, Bobby Lashley. So desperate for a recognizable face, they picked the absolute worst wrestler. No speaking skills at all. Can't even say 2 fucking words. Goofy ass face, goofy ass voice, and not even a good wrestler. You know, they thought just because he was an amateur wrestler, he was going to be the next Kurt Angle or Brock Lesnar. People were calling him Black Lesnar years and years ago. But those claims are false, motherfuckers. So what you see now is just a very cheap-ass fucking company that's probably going to go out of business, honestly, this time. Not saying this like out of angst, but realistically, they're going to go out of business probably less than a year. You know, that was it. That was probably the only, like, big network that was going to have their show on TV, Spike TV. Now, of course, I want competition. WWE would be more motivated. They'd be like, oh, shit, we got to start getting our shit together and stop doing all this fucking bullshit and start trying harder. That's what would happen if TNA was a valid, you know, competition for them, but they're not. So they have no reason to worry. You know, and why? What would be wrong with, you know, if I watch TNA anyway, wouldn't I want it to be good? You know, this is what doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, they've had some good shows, so I'm going to offer some suggestions. Forget about Orlando. Forget about that fucking stupid-ass soundstage that's half the audience, 3/4 of the audience is tourists. Fucking old-ass ladies with their fucking grandchildren. You know, their half-retarded grandchildren that they brought to Universal Studios. You know? It makes no sense to put on wrestling shows in front of a non-wrestling fan crowd. Take the shows to New York. Take all the fucking offices out of Tennessee. Yeah! And move that shit to New York. The crowd was into it. TNA seemed motivated. More motivated than I've seen them in a long time to at least, you know, do a decent show. So if they bring the show to New York, they do shows regularly in New York, maybe they can to accumulate a fan base. They have more money than ROH, so, you know, maybe they could, you know, influence a couple of ROH fans to come over and watch TNA, and before you know it, it might be valid competition. And again, they may not. But you never know. You know, you got to start doing changes. Remember, you know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And that is what TNA is doing. They're doing the same fucking bullshit, the same bad TV, same bad matches. But I watched their New York shows and I was kind of impressed. So I think that they should carry on with that mentality. New York, better matches, better promos, better segments. That's all they got to do. It ain't that fucking hard. Don't do bad things. Do good things. You know, that's like fucking half retarded. You only need half a motherfucking brain to figure that shit out. Don't do bad stuff. Do good stuff, guys. You know, I mean, come on already. It ain't that fucking hard to figure out. Alright, motherfuckers. SummerSlam tonight. TNA going out of business. They could possibly do better if they tried hard.